Recently, my wife informed me of a new food trend that is sweeping the nation of the ROK, Republic of Korea, and that is adding raw beef into carbonara buldak. ROK, more like RUOK. Anyway, my first thought was, that's crazy. But then I thought about it a little bit more, and I was like, you know what? That's crazy. So I'm gonna be trying it. Got some raw beef right here, and we got the carbonara buldak, obviously. This isn't just any raw beef. This is very high quality raw beef, and it's actually a popular dish. You usually mix it with some different things. It's called yukhae over here in Korea, and usually, yeah, we got some sesame oil right here, some gochujang sauce, and some kind of diced up garlic. So basically, you cook this up, you make this up, and then you mix this up and add it in there. So you're not cooking the beef in the ramen. It's just in there. Let me cook this up, I'll be right back. So we got the carbonara buldak all mixed up. And for this, you're not supposed to add all of this in there. I mean, I guess it's up to personal preference. But first, actually, let me show you what this raw beef is all about. I think from the one tiny clip I saw, and I've had this before, it's supposed to be stringy, kind of like a meat noodle. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why it's supposed to work. Not really sure. You know, there's a lot of things that do still mystify me about this world. But let's just go in and add a little bit of this. I think there's already some of that in the meat. I like garlic, so how about that much? And then, I don't know about yay much of that. I'm kind of just winging it here. And for all the haters who say don't eat raw beef, I mean, haven't you ever heard of carpaccio? Oh, beef tartare? Come on, man. This actually smells amazing, by the way. If you ever come to Korea and you're not grossed out by stuff like that, you should definitely give it a shot. I've only had it a couple times in my life. Definitely not like this. So, yeah, just like that. And then straight in. Just like that. Give this a quick mix. And you know what? That's looking some type of way. Smells good. Now, I know you can't really see this that well, so I will transfer this to a plate just so you can see it a little bit better, but you know, normally I just probably eat it right out of the cup here. Oh. The garlic right in the eyeball. All right. And there you have it. Now it kind of looks like something you might see in that Resident Evil 7 dinner scene, I believe it was, but yeah, let's give it a shot. Oh, by the way, the meat was 22 bucks and the ramen's $1 or something, so going in. Hold on. Hold your horses, man. That's actually fire. That's crazy. I did not expect that. I would legitimately prefer this over just the ramen itself. That is a worthy addition. There's no, you know, I picked a pretty good spot. You know, you could probably get some bogus raw meat or some sketchy stuff. This is some good stuff. It's high quality. and it's tasty. It's the flavors that I added to the meat, just add to the whole flavor. It's spicy. It's super tender. You know, I think you could get cheaper meat, you know, just ground beef and throw that in there. I'd cook that probably. I guess it depends on the ground beef or whatever, but this is kind of like, yeah, it's like a fancy ramen. It's kind of weird, you know. This kind of reminds me of another thing my wife showed me a while ago. It was like Rihanna putting caviar on McNuggets or something, you know. I might have to do that video tomorrow. Caviar on McNugs. But this right here, this is pretty legit. I don't know if I can call it mighty fine, but I expected it to be pretty horrible for some reason. I don't know why. It just was off-putting for some reason. Oops. With the garlic, the sesame oil, the flavor of the puldak is still coming through. It's actually quite delightful. Love those little bits of garlic, man. Little crunch in there. Wow. My mind is a little bit blown, actually. Wow, dude. What? That's a new one. I think that might be a new one for all of us. But yeah, if you can ever, you know, if you're bold enough, I would say give it a try. Anyway, I think that's about it for this video. So I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Caviar on McNuggets. Thanks for watching. Peace.